Hey guys, what's up? So welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with another video. In this video we are gonna talk about the important things that you guys have to make sure that you do or you do not do before you arrive Australia. So let's begin the video. So basically people often make a mistake by bringing a lot of food items in Australia. So always make sure you do not bring any kind of food like dairy or meat, because these are the very kind of the sensitive food that you should not bring in Australia, because Australia has some kind of weird climate, and that's why the maritime of Australia is very strict and they don't want us to bring anything like dairy, plants or meat item or anything from abroad or overseas. So always make sure you do not bring these things or you do not carry these things with you while traveling to Australia. And the thing is, if you are coming on a visitor visa or you can say a tourist visa, make sure you do not bring your academics or the certificates which reflects you as a student or something like that, because the border security forces or any of the immigrant officers, they might think that you want to change that tourist visa into the student visa once you arrive here. So that's why make sure you do not bring your academics, otherwise you guys will just get returned before even entering the roads of Australia. I mean, just from the airport. It's because so that one event actually happened just last month. One of the women, she was, just say one person was coming from India or somewhere, and she actually got her academics and these things, and her visa got rejected right after she got arrived in the Sydney airport. So that's why make sure you do not bring your academics if you are coming in a visitor visa. Yeah, if you're coming on a student visa, it's okay, because of course you should bring if you're on a student visa. But the visitor visa or the tourist visa, guys, please don't bring any of the academics, because it might show that your intention is not to visit Australia or not as a tourist, but you guys want to stay here as a student. So always make sure do not bring that school certificate if you're on a tourist visa. People often carry a lot of tobaccos or something like this, because you are allowed to bring some of the tobacco, but you have to declare before you arrive there. You guys will get a slip in the plane, like you have to declare like what you have got with you, and like students or the boys, in case of boys always, they carry cigarettes, or people want to smoke, and they actually get a lot of cigarettes, which is actually illegal. You can't get more than 2 or 3 packets with you. So make sure you do not bring a lot of cigarettes, otherwise you will be charged with kind of smuggler charges, So make sure you do not bring a lot of cigarettes or tobacco products. So yeah, you can bring with you, but only a limited stock, like 2 or 3 packets. And make sure you declare. If you will not declare, then you guys will have a problem. You're coming on a student visa, so make sure you keep your documents with yourself in a hand carry bag. Otherwise, you can be asked at any time about your documents or these things. So make sure you have your proper documents in your one separate file bag and just keep it handy, in your handbag. Especially if you are traveling to Australia, make sure you do not bring a lot of cash with you. Yes, you should have a bit of cash, but not more than 2,000, 3,000 or 4,000, not like that, because they're strict and they do not allow such a huge amount of money to get travel in this way. And make sure, if you want to carry a big amount of money like $2,000-3,000, then you can make a bank draft or a bank check, and then you can deposit that bank draft in the Australian banks and you can have that money. So it's better to have a bank draft instead of a lot of money, but don't just make only bank draft, because you also need a cash in the starting phase. For example, if you just arrived in Australia, then you have to pay for the taxi, you have to get the travel tickets, or you have to pay for restaurant or something else. So, and of course you will not have your bank card at the time, or your overseas bank card will not be maybe on use, so make sure you have a bit of cash, but not a lot, in case you want a lot of money. So just make a bank draft and come with this. Climate and the weather of Australia is too bizarre, so always make sure you check the weather status and then prepare yourself for that, because in summer it's really very hot, and in winter it's very cold. So always make sure, before you travel, make sure what is the climatic condition of the place you are gonna arrive, and then just prepare in that way for it. Otherwise, if you're coming in the summer in Sydney or Melbourne or in any other Australian places, or make sure you get a light t-shirts or like a vest or something which is good for the summer, not with your sweater, because the weather of Australia, the climate is almost it's all opposite in comparison to the rest of the world. If it's summer in our countries, in South Asian countries or the rest of the world, it's winter here. If it's winter, if it's summer here, it's winter outside. So, for example, if you are leaving your country in the month of December, so then of course it might be very cold in the South Asian countries or rest of the world. So you might have sweaters and those things with you. But once you arrive here on the same month, after 18-hour flight, and then you will get shocked. It's very hot. Yeah. So make sure that you have the proper clothing and make yourself according to the weather. So if you're coming in winter, so make sure you have a lot of clothes with you, because the clothes here are very expensive, so make sure you buy something, a lot for yourself from your country, so that you can also save a lot of money. So as a student, more you save, it's just like having an extra dollar with you, right? So save the money. If you guys have sick, so you might have a lot of medicines with you, so make sure you guys have the prescription of the doctor as well. Otherwise, it's not allowed. So they will just reject. Or if you have a lot of medicine, you might get some charges. So if you have some medicine, prescribe from the doctor. Make a letter or something like that, so that you won't get any problem. So if you have medicine, make it as this prescribed one, and get the prescribed medicines only, and have that prescription with you. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys like this video, and hope you guys got a kind of information from this video. And if you guys like this video, then please make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe my channel, and help me growing this channel. And then that's it for today. So see you in next video. Thank you so much. Namaste. Sayonara.